Welcome back to the Trillion Face, the place where book meet your soul and the idea change your life. Today, we're diving into the groundbreaking and powerful book, The Body Keep the Score by Dr. Bessel Bander Kolk. This is not just a book; it is deep, scientific, and the human look into how trauma reshape our brain, hijack our body, and how healing is possible when we start listening to both. Whether you have personally experienced trauma, known someone who has, or you simply want to understand the hidden wound million cry, this book will move you, challenge you, and possibly even change the way you see yourself and others. Let's explore it together. Dr. Bessel Bander, a world-renowned psychiatrist, drawn on over 30 years of clinical research and experience treating trauma survivors, including veteran abuse survivors and children. He begins by explaining the trauma is not just about what happened to you, it is about how your body and brain responded when it happened. Trauma imprinted itself on the body, especially in the nervous system. People may seem fine on the outside but remain trapped in the state of fight, flight, or freeze on the inside, even decades later. The writer explores how trauma reshapes the brain core area, the amygdala, the fear center become overactive, the prefrontal cortex, rotational brain shut down, the hippocampus memory processor get impaired. This causes flashback, dissociation, emotional outburst, and distorted sense of time or self. Trauma survivor may relive the past in the present, with this body reacting as if the danger is still here. Talk therapy and the medication have their limits. While helpful, they often fail to fully address how trauma is stored in the body. You can't talk your way out of the trauma alone because the body remember what the mind want to forget. Writers share the stories from patients, one war veteran with PTSD, survivor of childhood abuse, and people dealing with addiction, showing how trauma manifests physically, emotionally, and behaviorally. One of the most hopeful part of this book is that healing is possible, but it often requires good beyond conventional method. Writer introduce alternative body center therapies that have shown strong result. DMDR, eyes movement, desensitization, and reprocessing. Rewrite the brain trauma response using eyes movement. Neurofeedback, teach the brain how to self-regulate and achieve calm. Yoga, help survivors reconnect with their bodies, regulate breathing, and feel safe again. Theater and movement, expressive therapies can help trauma survivors reclaim their voice, identity, and narrative. This therapy restores the sense of safety, agency, and the control over one of the body and the mind. Trauma thrive in isolations. Healing often happen in relationship with a therapist or a group of supportive groups or through reconnection with family, friends, or even pet. Writer emphasizes that feeling safe is not foundation of healing. Survivors must relearn that their bodies are safe place and that they are no longer living in the past. One of the most heartbreaking yet vital sections of the book focus on childhood trauma, also called developmental trauma. Abuse, neglect, or growing up in unsafe environment severely affect the brain development and attachment and the lifelong mental health. Childhood in this environment may appear defend, aggressive, or difficult, but these are the survival response. The system often fails them by treating symptoms instead of addressing their trauma. In final chapter, the writer makes the fascinating appeal for the trauma-informed care in school, hospital, justice systems, and public policy. He believes healing trauma is not just about individual journey, but a society responsibility. After reading this book fully, I have to say it left a deep emotional impact on me. It made me look at trauma not as a weakness, but as a wound that can be understood, respected, and even healed. So, for the review, The Body Keeps the Score is not an easy read, but it is one of the most important books I ever come across. It combines deep neuroscience, heartfelt fashion stories, and strong message of hope. Dr. Bessel Bender Kolk explained how trauma physically reshapes the brain and body, and more importantly, how healing requires reconnecting with both. It is not just a book for the therapist or professionals. It is the guide for anyone who wants to understand themselves, their loved ones, or the hidden pain so many people carry. So after reading this book, I rated this book by 5 out of 5. A life-changing, eyes-opening read. If you truly want to understand trauma and how to heal, this is the book which is essential for you. If this book opened your eyes the way it did to mine, drop the comment below. I love to hear your thoughts and stories. Have you tried any book-based healing? Did any part of this book stick with you? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you found this video helpful, and hit the bell icon so you can never miss another deep dive into the powerful book right now here on the Trillion Face. Until next time, take care of your mind and body and your story, because healing is not just possible, it is your right. Thank you.